Toyota making not so smart decisions here again. So, if you guys haven't already heard, the new Tacoma and the new 4Runner and many other models do not include frame-mounted bump stops. A frame-mounted bump stop is a simple system used to make sure you do not completely bottom out the suspension, and it's a really simple, robust, cheap way of doing it, and it works. It's been used for many years. And now they're putting what they normally use in cars and stuff like that, now they're putting it into their trucks, which is not a smart idea. So they're actually including it in the shock, and the shock is actually blowing through. So there was a few videos, I think it was by Icon Dynamic or something like that. Great video, check out his channel. Whenever you hit a bump, the top of the shock, literally, they blew it through it. Pretty crazy, because there's no frame-mounted bump stop. It's in the shock, so it can only do so much, and I guess the top piece was a little weak. They already actually built a piece to fix it. It's not the end of the world. It's just the fact that you pay an arm and a leg. These new Tacomas, new 4Runners are going to be so pricey, and for them to take things like that off, and for them not to think about it, especially in their TRD Pro or even any of their models, this is something that's simple. This is simple. And these people broke through that, not even doing any crazy off-roading. Like, nothing crazy. I mean, they went through a bump on a dirt road. I mean, at the end of the day, with some speed, and they broke it. So imagine if you were really out there off-roading and you got stuck off of this. This could be a real big issue. So Toyota really needs to fix it, and they will probably. I hope. It just takes time normally. But again, the problem is the amount that you pay for these vehicles to have an issue like this, it just doesn't make much sense. And for Toyota's oversight to just not think of this really makes me scratch my head and think, what else did they forget? Because this is simple. For them to forget a bump stop that's frame mounted, who thought of putting it in the shock? And then to not even beef up the shock enough to absorb that shock. Because let's not forget, now there's no frame-mounted bump stop to help you out a little bit if something like that happens. So check out Icon Dynamic. I think they have a part all ready to fix it, but Toyota needs to step up and fix it themselves, considering you pay an arm and a leg for these Tacomas. And the new 4Runner's the same deal. From what I'm seeing, it's not going to include one either, which is sad, but the Tacoma for sure does not have them. Really sad. They're just included in the shock like a car would be. Whenever you pay 50 grand for a truck, or 60 or 70 grand, even if you get a top of the line TRD Pro, you still do not get a frame mounted bump stop. Simple. It doesn't make much sense to me. And I also heard that they could have added it. Toyota had the ability. It's pretty obvious. They could have added a frame mounted bump stop. So it's almost like they went out of their way to cheap it out. The engineers had a strict budget. How can we cost cut anything possible? Anything. And they found a way. And that's what it seems like to me. It doesn't make much sense though. Because I mean they're cheaper labor, cheaper everything. They charge more for the truck. Come on, give us a better quality truck at the end of the day. We get it's a 4-cylinder turbo and we're losing out on the V6, but at least give us a truck that's dependable, that is durable, but hey, at least it doesn't need a new frame yet. So, hey, there are benefits. But still, just disappointed at the end of the day that this ended up happening. And we'll see what's next. That's the big thing. That's the big head scratcher for me. And I think a lot of people is we just don't know what's next. It's like issue after issue. You guys know about the transmission issues that have been going on with the new Tacomas. I just think the overall quality is not as high as what they used to put out. And I know every manufacturer have had issues, and Toyota has had issues in the past. You can just know that you're paying more for that same Toyota now than ever, and it's probably going to have more problems than it used to have. But hey, I mean, they've done complete frame replacements. They've had issues with throttle sticking. Toyota has been through it just like every other manufacturer, and they normally do take care of their customers. It just takes a little bit of time, I think. At the end of the day, they are a company, and they're very for-profit, like they have to be. They need to fix this. They need to treat their customers good, and I think they will at the end of the day. It's just sad to see them bow down to the EPA, build their vehicles at a cheaper price, build their vehicles at a lower quality, and sell them for a higher price. That's all, guys. I still like Toyota. I'm just not a fanboy, for sure, anymore. So, Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe if you liked what you saw. Leave a comment. I'd really love to hear your opinion. And have a great day. Stay blessed.